Greetings, I'm Sonali. Today we'll be conducting an experiment to determine the coefficient of discharge of a regular V-notch. Before we move ahead with the experiment and the procedure, we will be looking into the types of notches and also what notches exactly do. In case of a closed flow, we can use orifice or venturi meter to measure the flow rate of any fluid. But when it comes to dams or tanks, when it is an open channel, we can use notches and weirs. Weirs are as the same construction of the notches, but they differ in the material used for construction, and they are larger than notches. Notches are of different types. Some of the main notches are V-notches, rectangular, parabolic, trapezoidal. So today in our experiment, we will be using V-notch, which is of the angle theta equal to 60 degrees. Coefficient of discharge can be defined as the ratio of actual flow rate to theoretical flow rate. So in this derivation, we will be finding out how we can find the theoretical flow rate of a regular V-notch. Now we should remember that whenever we are considering the notches, the water level will be higher than the apex and it will flow in a laminar flow. To assure that there is a laminar flow, which we will be looking into later, we will be using something called baffle plate, and that you can see in the video we've recorded for the experimentation. To find the theoretical flow rate, we will be considering a small elemental area at a distance h from the top, that is the top layer of the water, of thickness dh, and the total head of water is measured as h. So in the tabular column, we will be writing down h1, h2, and the difference of h1 and h2 will be capital H. Now what exactly and how do we measure h1 and h2 will be explained later in the video. So for now, to find out the flow rate of the water, we will be considering the area as dh into w, that is the width, the complete width of this elemental area, which can be found out by this formula. And once we find out area, and we know that theoretical velocity is given by root of 2gh, and the flow rate is given as area into velocity. So when we substitute all the values and integrate from 0 to capital H, we will be getting the final theoretical flow rate. Now how do we find the actual flow rate in the experiment is we will do something, we will use the formula Q is equal to A into H by T, where A will be the area of the collecting tank, and there is a water collecting tank, and H will be the head, that is the height that the water reaches in T amount of time. So in the experiment, we will be using the piezometer, and for 20 centimeter rise of water, we will be calculating the time, and hence we find the actual discharge of water. Once we find that, we substitute the necessary parameters in the equation, find the ratio, and hence we determine the coefficient of discharge of a given V-notch.
Greetings, I am Tejasvi. Today we are conducting an experiment on coefficient of discharge of V-notch. Let us know the components of this apparatus. This is the power source, this is the pump, this is the valve to regulate the flow rate. This is the pointer where we will be noting down the H1 and H2, that is the head of water. This is the V-notch, this is the butterfly valve, this is the piezometer, this is the reservoir. First of all, we need to set the water level to touch this point. We need to set this pointer to 0 to get H1. Then we need to set this to 0. This will be our H1. Let us switch on the power supply and let us rotate the valve 1/4 and let us wait till the laminar flow. You can see the laminar flow. Now here we need to wait till it becomes stagnant so that we can measure the H2. Now let us measure H2. We need to make sure that pointer touches the surface of this water. Now the pointer is touching the surface of this water, you can see. we can take the reading of it. Now we can see the reading. It comes around 5.4. This is the vernier scale reading. It shows where the main scale reading is coinciding with the vernier scale. So the value is 5.4. You can see. Piezometer. In order to calculate the actual flow rate of water, we will be measuring the time taken for 20 centimeter rise of water. Now we will close the butterfly valve. Now we will calculate the time for the 20 centimeter rise. The starting point was 10 centimeter. Now we will take it till 30 centimeter. The water level is reaching 30 centimeter. Time taken is 49 seconds. In order to get consecutive readings, we will be rotating the valve to get different head of water. So we will be measuring the head of water here, and for all the readings the H1 will be 0. As Sonali explained, we will be substituting all the parameters in the equation, and we will be calculating the coefficient of discharge of V0.